It's getting interesting with number 5. The Pokemon Red and Blue Edition for the Game Boy were the beginning of a new era, the Pokemon era, in which many other games and creatures would follow. In this game, you play as a boy who lives in a Pokemon world. You start a journey to catch all 150 Pokemons and to fight the Pokemon League to get the strongest trainer ever. But catching them all was not so easy, because you could only get some Pokemons by changing them with a friend who owned the other Pokemon version, by using one of those change cables to connect two Game Boys. This was actually high-tech to me when I was young. And then there were these rare Pokemons, which were really heavy to catch. But to me, the most interesting part was to see the different evolutions that a Pokemon could undergo to become stronger and stronger. A piece of childhood, my number 5. Number 4. Heavy Rain represents a game revolution to me. It's not a usual game, but more like an interactive movie in which you can make your own decisions. The story is very emotional and pushes you forward to keep playing the game. Ethan, one of the main characters, lost one of his sons in a tragic way and suffers from then on mentally. The family breaks apart, but he tries his very best for his only child he's got left. But when the only child you got left gets kidnapped by someone who calls himself Origami Killer, Ethan tries to save his child. To get him back, you have to complete different tasks which the Origami Killer tells you to do. One time, you have to shoot somebody, to cut one of your own fingers, to drive along the highway in the wrong direction, and other stuff. Therefore, you can make your own decisions. But only by completing these different tasks, you get bit by bit the address where your son is hidden. The graphics are not bad as well, but a little stiff sometimes. A very emotional and innovative game which tells a life story. Number 3. It is clear that Resident Evil should be part of every top 10, if you like horror games of course. But why the hell did I choose Resident Evil 5 when there are so many other good Resident Evil games out there? I know that the horror genre disappears more and more in Capcom's successful game series, but to me, Resident Evil 5 is still a brilliant game, even if I played the other Resident Evils as well, and even if Resident Evil 1 was a lot scarier than the 5th episode. I just love this game for its story, where you get to know what happened to Jill after the incident in Spencer's house. In Resident Evil 5, it's reunion time. Chris's new partner Sheva, who helps you to find out what's going on in Africa, is not just a beautiful woman, but knows how to fight as well. It can be played as an AI, or you just play the game through with a friend. The Mercenaries mode where you have to fight enemies until the time runs out, is fun. But even more fun you'll have with the versus mode, where you can kill other players alone or in a team. I really enjoy this cooperative online mode and I play it till today. If story or online mode, I never played such a good cooperative game as Resident Evil 5.
You're our only hope to survive this.
And my personal number 2 goes to... Everyone who have played The Legend of Zelda once knows to appreciate this unique world with its lovely characters and a story that seems to be repeated in each game, but slightly different. Actually, the whole Zelda series can be put into a big timeline, but that's another story. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, possesses all these Zelda typical elements as well, but Nintendo tried something risky. They changed the graphics into a childish, comic-like design that I liked very much from the beginning. But I don't like the Zelda game that much just for its graphics. The world of The Wind Waker has many places to explore, by boat or on islands. But you could also do many little side quests or fun activities, like playing hide or seek with children. And the soundtracks were also what fans expected from Nintendo. Simply amazing. It's the final countdown! Number 1. Okay, I know that number 1 may be disappointing for many of you out there, but I just can't change the fact that I've totally fallen for the Final Fantasy XIII universe. I know that many of you would have expected Final Fantasy 7 or 10 if number 1 really has to be a Final Fantasy game.
What we shared was surely warm enough to know you cared for me.
I'm a newcomer if it comes to Final Fantasy, and that's probably why I love this game so much. I know that Final Fantasy XIII and XIII-2 earned a lot of criticism. The fight system is not the best and you mostly only get one path in the game. But this didn't bother me at all, because the story made me never want to stop playing this game. I almost liked every character in the game, and I became sentimental more than once. The story in the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy is complicated, but let's just say that the main characters want to change their fate and create a better future. Therefore, each character has his personal reason to fight.
Someday I'll find you with open eyes.
Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns is not even released yet, but I'm sure it will make my eyes sparkle for a third and last time. Let's just hope that it will finally come to a happy end. There's nothing else to say but that this game has an epic graphic, lovely characters, awesome soundtracks, and like every other Final Fantasy game, a lot of emotions. Well guys, that was my top 10. I thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more of such videos. And now it's your turn. What is your personal top 10? What do you like about my top 10? What don't you like about it? Comment, comment and comment, because I'm really interested in what you have to say. That's it from me. See you next time. Uso Padre Santo over and out.